Lesson 4. Concepts of Geometry. In the previous class, we have learnt about basic concepts of geometry such as point, line segment and ray. Let us first revise them and then study them in detail. Point, line segment and ray. Point. A point is an idea which is represented by a dot. It is named by a capital letter of the English alphabet. A point has no length, breadth, height, size and shape. It only has a position. Here, 2 points X and Y are shown. Line. A line is a straight path of points which can be extended to any length on both sides. A line has no endpoints. It has no definite length. In the figure shown alongside a is a line. Remember, practically, we are unable to draw a line on a sheet of paper. We can draw only a part of a line and put arrowhead on both sides. We can represent this line as line or BA, line BA. Sometimes, a line is represented by a small letter like L, M, P, Q, etc. In the figure shown below, M is a line. Line segment. A line segment is a part of a line. It has a definite length. It is named by using capital letter of the English alphabet. In the figure shown alongside, a B is a line segment. A and B are endpoints of the line segment AB. Clearly, a line segment has 2 endpoints. Ray. A ray is a part of a line having one endpoint and extending endlessly in other direction. The endpoint of the ray is called its initial point. In the figure given alongside, PQ is a ray. It starts from its initial point P and passes through Q extending indefinitely in the direction of Q. PQ and QP are not the same rays. They are 2 different rays. Plane. We come across various objects, things having flat surfaces in our daily life. The surface of a paper, the face of the blackboard, screen of a flat TV, floor of a house, top of a table, etc. are all flat surfaces. In mathematics, a plane may be defined as follows. A plane is a flat surface that goes endlessly or extends indefinitely in all directions. A plane has no boundary, i.e. we cannot draw a plane on a sheet of a paper. We can draw only a part of plane. We draw figures such as square, triangle, rectangle, circle etc. in a place. So, we call them plane figure. Note, LA plane is a collection of an infinite number of points. We can name a plane by writing any 3 points on it. The above given figure shows plane ABC. Parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines. Look at the pairs of straight lines shown below. In Fig. 1, lines PQ and rupees intersect at point O. In Fig. 2, when line PQ is produced towards the point Q and line rupees is produced towards S, they intersect at point O. In Figs 1 and 2, lines PQ and rupees are intersecting lines. In Fig 3, lines PQ and rupees, on being produced on either side, do not intersect. Such lines are called parallel lines. The distance between the parallel lines always remains the same. Thus, parallel lines can be defined as the straight lines which lie in the same plane and do not intersect or meet at any point on being produced on either side. If lines PQ and rupees are parallel to each other, we write PQ vertical bar rupees. The symbol vertical bar means is parallel to the opposite edges of a scale, a table, to tracks of a railway line, a blackboard, etc. are physical examples representing parallel lines. Line segments can also be parallel. In the given figure, line segment AB is parallel to line segment CD. Perpendicular lines. Look at the lines PQ and rupees shown below. In Fig. 1, lines PQ and rupees intersect at point O to make 4 angels. In Fig. 2, lines PQ and rupees intersect at point O when produced. they form only one angle. In Fig. 3, lines PQ produced and rupees intersect at O. In this case, two angles are formed. We measure all the angles formed in the three figures. We will find that each of these angles is 90 degrees or a right angle. When two lines PQ and rupees intersect in such a manner that each of the angle formed is a right angle, they are said to be perpendicular to each other. If lines PQ and rupees are perpendicular to each other, we write PQ rupees. The adjacent edges of a tabletop or a book, the adjacent sides of the walls of a room, a telephone pole standing on the pavement are some practical examples of representing perpendicular lines. Angle. A figure formed by two rays with the same initial, end, point is called an angle. The common end point is called the vertex of the angle and the two rays are called the arms of the angle. Look at the pictures given. They give us some idea of an angle. We use the symbol for the word angle. Naming an angle. We name an angle in three ways, using a three-letter name in the order, a point on one arm, vertex and a point on the other arm. In the given figure, we name the angle as base or cab. 2. Using only one letter name, I the vertex A. This can be used when there is only one angle with this vertex. 3. Writing a number or small letter within the rays of the angle and naming the angle using this number or letter such as 1 or A. Note, the middle letter is always the vertex of the angle. Interior and exterior of an angle. The inside of the angle, that is the region between the ray, is called the interior of the angle. In the given figure, point A is in the interior of PQR. Points P, D, Q, E and R are on the arms, also called sides, of the angle. The points of the plane that do not lie on the arms or in the interior of the angle are in the exterior of the angle. The points X and Y are in the exterior of PQR. Note, whenever two rays have a common endpoint, we get an angle. Example, look at the angle shown in figure given on the right and answer the following questions. 1. Classify point M, N, O, R, S, T, D, A and B as in the interior of the angle and an exterior of the angle or on the angle. 2. Name the angle in different ways. 3. Write the names of the arms of the angle and its vertex. Solution. 1. M, N and D are the points in the interior of the angle. Points are S and T are in the exterior of the angle, and points A, O and B are on the angle. 2. We may name the angle as AO, BOA or Rho. 3. OA and OB are the arms and O is the vertex of the angle. Comparison of angles. The size of an angle is measured by how much the arms are opened out and not by how long the arms appear to be. 1. Let us compare AO bend. EFG given below. Method. Trace EFG on a tracing paper. Place the tracing of EFG on AO in such a way that F falls on O and EF falls along O. We observe that G lies in the interior of AO. So, EFG, AO. 2. Let us compare PQR and XYZ given below. Method. Trace PQR on a tracing paper. Place the tracing of PQR on XYZ in such a way that Q falls on Y and QR falls on YZ. We observe that X lies in the exterior of PQR. So, XYZ, PQR. This method of tracing angles to compare them is practically difficult. To overcome this difficulty, we need to measure an angle exactly. Measuring angles with protractor. An angle is measured with a protractor. A protractor has two scales of measurements, the inner scale and the outer scale. On both the scales, angles from 0 degrees to 180 degrees are marked. We read clockwise in the outer and the anticlockwise in the inner. We follow the given steps to measure an angle. Draw an angle of unknown measure with the help of a pencil and ruler. Step 1. Place the protractor in such a way that the center coincides with the vertex O of the angle and the baseline coincides with the arm OA of the angle. Step 2. Check the scale, outer or inner, where the baseline arm points to 0 degrees. Step 3. Start reading the measure of the angle from where the other arm crosses the scale. The measure of AUB is 50 degrees or AUB is equal to 50 degrees. Example, read the measure of PQR and EFG in the following figures. Solution, we have A, PQR is equal to 75 degrees and B, EFG is equal to 120 degrees. Types of angles. Angles are classified into various types according to their measure. Right angle. An angle whose measure is 90 degrees is called a right angle. In figures, generally we represent a right angle by the mark. Here, AUB is equal to 90 degrees is equal to a right angle. Acute angle. An angle whose measure is less than 90 degrees but greater than 0 degrees is called an acute angle. In the given figure, RQP is equal to 40 degrees is an acute angle. Obtuse angle. An angle whose measure is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees is called an obtuse angle. In the figure, KLM is equal to 140 degrees which lies between 90 degrees and 180 degrees. Therefore, it is an obtuse angle. Straight angle. An angle whose measure is 180 degrees is called a straight angle. The arms of a straight angle are opposite rays. A straight angle is formed at any point of a straight line by two opposite rays. In the given figure, ABC is equal to 180 degrees. So, it is a straight angle. Reflex angle. An angle whose measure is between 180 degrees and 360 degrees is called a reflex angle. We measure a reflex angle with a circular protractor. We can also measure or construct a reflex angle by using a semicircular protractor. This is done in two parts. First of all, a straight angle, 180 degrees, point is marked. Then by putting the baseline of the protractor along 180 degrees, mark the other part. In the given figure, poke is equal to 240 degrees, so it is a reflex angle. Complete angle. When the initial and terminal positions of an angle coincide, the measure of the angle is called a complete angle. A complete angle is made up of two straight angles. Therefore, one complete angle is equal to two straight angles is equal to 2 by 180 degrees is equal to 360 degree. Also we can write one complete angle is equal to 4 right angles. Drawing angles. We use a protractor to measure angles. We also use it to draw angles of given measurements. Look at these examples. Example 1. Draw an angle of 40 degrees using a ruler and a protractor. Solution. To draw an angle of 40 degrees, we proceed as per the following steps. Step 1. Draw a ray, say OQ, with the end point F on a sheet of paper. Step 2. Place the protractor in such a way that its center point lies on O and its baseline lies along OQ. Step 3. Run your eyes along the scale whose 0 degrees mark lies on OQ until you find the 40 degrees mark on the rim. Step 4. On that mark put a dot with a fine pencil and name it P as shown in Fig. 1. Step 5. Remove the protractor and draw a ray OP as shown in Fig. 2. Thus, poke is equal to 40 degrees is the required angle.